you ready to get net?
Are you ready to sweat? Are you ready to get wet?
Are you Getty? Getty Images?
Are you ready?
Man, come on. I was trying to hype you up. Like, like this is a gym training montage episode thing. Is this going to be the gym episode where you tell me what I'm doing wrong?
I don't know. I only recently started working out again just now, so I can't really
What you been doing these days? You working out at home?
At home, yeah. I don't fucking dare go to the gym until I get vaccinated.
Is it even open over there?
Yeah, it's been open for a while, but I'm not a fucking...
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable.
You don't risk it.
I don't like to call the people who do risk it a dumbass, because I'm sure they're taking whatever precautions they want, but they do have to admit themselves that they're still increasing their risk. And that's just not something I'm comfortable with.
Now, even I feel like it's a little risky. Even my gym, like, I think, I live literally right above the gym here at the apartment complex, so I can hear maybe like 5 people use it a day. So it's pretty low risk, but still, I make sure to like clean everything before and after I use it. So
for me, it's less about like, because if I lived by myself, maybe I'd risk it, but since I live with my grandparents, I don't feel like exposing them to that.
Exactly. That's what I meant when I said you don't want to risk it. Because, I'm living alone now, with Karen. But, we're both pretty healthy, young whippersnappers.
Young, nubile individuals.
Anyway, how's that going, man? I've been liking the gym, man. I feel like I do it in the morning now. Just got to get it out the way. Just quick pump. And you're good for the rest of the day.
That's the rhythm I'm trying to get to, because I've realized when this pandemic thing started, I would usually do my workouts at night for some reason. I don't know, because I'm not a morning person. I probably talked about this at some point on the channel, but I'm not a morning guy. I'm definitely a night owl.
You and I both. I know whenever we were in Chicago together, we would go to bed pretty late usually. Yeah,
and then we would wake up like fucking corpses.
And I felt like I didn't want to even poke you with a stick until like noon, or you'd see the wrath of fucking Kong out here.
It was like Karen was completely like up and at him most of the time, and like you were pretty much a fucking decrepit creature in your chair.
Yeah, those days I would just like play League for the first like 3 hours of the day because I couldn't get myself to do anything.
And I'm pretty much the same. Like, usually my morning routine is that I wake up and then I disassociate on my bed using my phone for like the next hour and a half, and then I actually get up to start doing shit.
Oh man, that's Karen now, but I think it's because she usually wakes up like an hour earlier than me. But we've been trying to hit the gym like exactly 10 every morning. We've been a little bit late recently, but for me it feels like a really good schedule. Like,
it's better.
I get it done, and then I feel satisfied and like, what's it called, like fulfilled throughout the whole rest of the day, that I already got that done at least. So it kind of like motivates you to do whatever else.
Yeah, for me, the other thing about it is that I know that, at least me personally, I'm my most productive at night, like in the late hours. Mm-hmm. Like, that's when my mind really focuses on what I'm doing, whether it's editing or whatever it is I'm doing. And if I save my workouts like at night, I'm just wasting all that energy. And I know that once I finish the workout and then I shower, I'm not going to have the energy to want to do anything else.
Yeah, that I used to work out at night too, and it was pretty much after a workout, you just shower and you knock the frick out. Mm-hmm. Like, it really you don't really have the mental to do anything else.
And physical. It really just takes out the last few like carbs you're using to burn for the rest of the night. It gets taken out by the gym. And like, that's fine if you're like a person who does all their work during the morning and the evening and then does the gym and then like heads to relax. But me, I'm not, and I'm trying to fix this, and but I'm definitely not the person who's very productive during the day. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is about me. That's just like, during the day is when I want to relax, and then at night is when I want to work. And it feels dumb. Like, it feels obtuse to me. Even though it works for me, I'm still thinking in my head, like, why can't it be why can't it be normal? Why can't it be the other way around?
I mean, especially nowadays where everything is closed at like early, right? Yep. So, I mean, not like you're going to be going out much, but like if you were to, Like most shit is closed at night now. So.
Exactly, and it's
or
so
early.
It's so dumb. It's kind of just like that's so opposite to how everything works. But I don't know. I mean, it works for me. I get my shit done late at night, but then I also end up going to bed really late.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's whatever works for you. You know, like I was a night owl for a really long time. I gotta admit, Karen has definitely influenced my schedule a lot, but also the stream, you know, because I usually stream at night.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of forced to end the day with that, so I can't get in, like, I don't know, I could technically stream and then go to the gym after, but like you said, I'd be going to late at like 5 or bed at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, no, that's not a good idea. I feel like that might happen to me whenever like I start streaming. I feel like me having to stream at night will force me to get into that rhythm of doing my work during the day. Which I'm excited about, actually. You know, it would feel good to like have all my obligations done in the day, and then at night I could just chill, because it just feels natural, doesn't it? Just because it feels right.
It feels like I've always been kind of a contrarian, you know? Like, why do I have to, like, if I have the ability to do my stuff at night, like, I'm a free, what's it called, self-employed, like, and all this shit, why do I have to be on the 8 to 5 schedule like everyone else, you know? But, I don't know, it's still something about it feels more normal, more natural.
Yeah.
Even if you do have, like, the luxury of your own schedule or whatever.
I don't know what it is, man. I guess it's just
at the end, whatever works for you guys out there listening right now. All I'm gonna say though is the workouts have definitely made me feel more motivated to do other stuff too, like work and stream.
I hear you.
Yeah,
it is weird how that works, doesn't it? It's just like me just now. I literally just got done working out before we started working out this podcast, and I'm super motivated to just be like, all right, when I finish this podcast, I hit the shower, sit down over here and keep working on what I'm working on. And even though usually it would be like I wake up during the day and my mind is completely somewhere else, and then it hits like maybe like 6, 7 p.m. Then I'm like, all right, time to work.
At that point, it's more like you don't want to feel like you've wasted the whole day. So you're just like, all right,
you're
focus
working
time.
Out of guilt rather than actual like motivation.
Oh no!
So I feel like getting.
Also,
back
did you say you didn't shower after your workout? You nasty boy! You
called me immediately.
You sitting on that sweat right now?
I only sweat on my back.
Okay, it's not so bad, I guess.
Yeah, I don't get swamp ass from working out. Fortunately,
I don't know if I do either. I actually sweat mostly on my chest and back, but I get swamp ass from streaming. So.
True.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
I don't feel good. But no, definitely like getting your workout in early in the day, preferable. It's the best thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like the only people who can really justify working out at night are people who work like 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
And even though I know a lot of people who take their lunch break to work out, which for me seems insane.
Oh,
but
really?
If it works for them...
that's what the heck, bro? I don't know if I could just because I would always feel stressed or rushed, you know, and I don't know about you, but when I go to the gym or when I work out, I like to not necessarily take my time, but make sure that I have the right form and do it properly, you know?
I've heard of people who are just like, oh, I just I take my lunch with me to the gym. I do half my workout, eat lunch, go back to work. When I get out of my work, I do the other half, and then I'm out of the gym pretty quick. And I'm just like, it makes sense on paper, but it sounds so miserable.
Yeah, I don't... Sounds like the type of people that don't really have any free time.
Definitely seems like it.
I mean, you know, you got to get that bread, but you also got to enjoy that bread every once in a while. So, I don't know. I know some people, too, that wake up super early in the morning.
That I cannot do.
I can't even call myself an early bird. I'm waking up at 9 to 10, bro. That's not even that early. I know some people that wake up at, crack of dawn, go for, an hour jog, hit the weights, and then they go to work. And it's geez, dude. At that point, I don't know. I feel like I would already be tired going into work.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I would never do that. I can't bring myself to wake up that early willingly ever. I used to do that shit for school, and when I used to work my 9 to 5 back at the supermarket a couple of years ago, and I hated it. I despised everything at that hour.
Dude, you just remind me. We might have this in common too, because all right, so we obviously went to the same high school, and it was in San Juan, which is like the metro area, right?
Yeah.
But I technically still lived in the metro area, but I was like an hour out in Bayamon, at least by train. So I would take the train every single morning. I'd have to wake up at like, I think 5:30 or maybe even 5 sometimes, and my mom would drop me off at the train. It depended. Well, some years I woke up earlier because I had to actually, I was doing some church stuff that would be like, for some reason, the Mormon church has this one, like, teenagers, like, I don't know what you call it, like, homeschooling, where you basically meet up at some other person's house and they, like, teach you all in the very early morning before school. It's like a Bible study thing. Mm-hmm. So for like a year, I was doing that at like, it started, I think, at like 5 or 5:30, dude. That was the worst idea ever. I swear everybody was half asleep. No one was paying attention to what the heck. Yeah. Like, I wasn't paying attention, dude. And then after that, I would get on the train for like an hour. So that I think is what made me now dread waking up early in the mornings. It's like doing that for like 3 years. It sucked, man.
I fucking hear you. Dude, for me, it was like kind of like, all right, before I was even in La Central, I used to study in the school in Carolina. It was like Calvary Baptist Christian School. I think I probably told the story around here. But basically...
Oh, gosh. And you live, so first, like, you live on the, like, the very east coast, basically, right?
Literally on the northeastern tip of the island. Literally on the northeastern tip.
So to get anywhere in the metro area, it takes you at least an hour.
Yes.
Or, like, around there.
And this was before the 66 was built. The Ruta 66. That would get you there faster. This is when you used to have to take the 65. And that was notorious, like, the traffic area.
Oh, no.
So, like, it was bad. And it's like, I would have to wake up every day because my mom, for a time, used to take us to work. And then sometimes our dad would take us. And after a while, our dad would take us. But still, we would have to wake up, like, at 4:30 in the morning. So I could get ready. My sister could get ready. My dad or my mom, whoever was taking us, could get ready. So then we could get there. We would get there at around like 5 in the morning, almost 6, so that my mom would be able to get to work on time because she would clock in at like 7:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And she...
That was the same with my mom, so she just dropped me off on the train.
She lived even further into Santurce. She worked in a recinto médico. Like, so... And then... The thing about that school, since it doubled as a church and a school, like, we would have to go to church in that same place on Sundays, and then we had this thing called Awanas on Wednesday, which was like a little like in-house like Camp Scout thing for the kids, and then the adults would go to Wednesday service. And then I think also on Fridays, if I'm remembering correctly, we would have to go to church. So we would go to church 3 times a fucking week.
Wait, was it a Catholic school too?
No, it was Baptist.
Oh, okay. So they would have like Bible class in school too.
Yeah, they would also have Bible class in school.
Oh man, that's a lot. That's a lot of Jesus.
It's a lot of Jesus, a whole lot of Jesus, and it was admittedly too much Jesus for me to handle. So eventually, I said like, no more Jesus. But then after that, it was to La Central, and since the Central was even further away, we would have to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning every day to get there before like anybody else was there. Dude, I would get there when like that school looked like a fucking haunted asylum. It was empty. It was empty. The sun wasn't even up. It was dead quiet. It felt
What would you
surreal.
do? Just like sleep on the bleachers?
No,
or something?
you remember the cafeteria? It had like this very thin balcony area. I would just like use my backpack as a pillow and lay there.
What you mean, bro? That's literally where like your squad, like the gamer kids, was like
that's where
every lunch and every morning. That was the spot, bro. That's where Yu-Gi-Oh went down.
That's where the Pokemon gamer went down, and look,
during the
next to the like where the basketball court was, and the big ass tree.
The bleachers.
Yeah, and the big ass.
Oh
tree.
yeah, true. The bleachers was like, I guess, the general area, because I know I would hang out there, and like it wasn't. I felt like every kind of group.
Every once in a while I would go there as well. Because I didn't really like you and me were kind of like the same. We had like different people in different squads. We were like the ambiverts. Like we pretty much fit in almost everywhere. So like sometimes I would be with the gamer kids, sometimes I would go to bleachers, sometimes I would go with a big tree, just whatever I was feeling that day. But yeah, definitely there was segregation going on there, man.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's definitely some type of class
the
system.
The gamers were the most oppressed, so they got the tiniest section.
We were at the bottom of the barrel, dude. Fucking fighting for the scraps out here.
Exactly, dude.
I don't know. There was also the like very small group of like I don't know. I think it's evangelists, like the girls that would wear like the
evangelicos. Yeah, they would do that little like prayer and choir circle every day in that little grass area.
I feel that they were the most like maybe they weren't oppressed because no one really like
I think they were just
judging
like,
them.
Ignored. It was just like okay,
exactly.
There they go, there they are. Like
they were the most loner for sure,
exactly.
But at least they had each other.
Yeah, that's all that mattered. They had the love in Christ.
Yeah, like no one was like judging them, but they were definitely the smallest group. I would say.
Sure. Like that school was full of debauchery and Satanism because we were all a bunch of artists.
Oh yeah,
that was a breeding ground.
That's wild. How many like because it was mainly an art school, so you would really have people from all paths and all like. I call it classes like it's a fucking RPG or something. But like
all the different builds and metas, it would shift every once in a while.
Yeah. What are the builds in Puerto Rico? You got the cacos.
Yeah, dude. You got the rockeros. Very, very socially adept, but academically a little bit regressed. Then you had the gamers who were balanced in most specs, but were very underleveled in the social aspect.
Here's the thing for me. I feel like at least when we were growing up, whether you were a gamer, goth, or like just like you like rock, you were always classified in that like rockeros category.
Yeah, no matter what. Los rockeritos.
Which is like rockers.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't fucking listen to rock, or I was like listening to Skrillex.
Yeah,
bro,
like I didn't listen to like the rock that identified the rockeritos. They were listening to like System of a Down, like Bullet for a Valentine, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I was listening to like David Bowie and Hall & Oates. Like I wasn't listening to anything relevant at the time. And then I would occasionally like listen to Skrillex with you and like a whole bunch of other dubstep stuff when that used to be the in. Mm-hmm. Then that dropped off.
Yeah, and then that ended up becoming like the mainstream side, which is crazy. Like when Zed popped off, man. You remember I guess you weren't I don't know if you like knew about that. There was like a contest that a radio station in Puerto Rico was doing to meet Skrillex backstage when he did the concert.
You went with Dionisio and with Christian. I just went to the concert.
Well, just me and Dionisio went because we did the video together. And then I was like promoting it on Munch, like way back in the day, bro. Like I'll tell you, like maybe 1,000 people went and voted for us. So it wasn't even that crazy. But we ended up winning it. So we got to meet Skrillex backstage. And I remember I met Zed. And Zed wasn't even big at the time, dude. Like, Zed maybe had, like, as many followers as I did on YouTube.
Damn.
And it was fucking crazy, dude. Like, we had, like, a convo about Zelda and, like, how video games, like, inspired him to start making remixes and stuff. And now he's, like, literally the biggest, like, what's it called? EDM artist, I would say.
The big dubstepper.
Yep. It's crazy.
Crazy how things go. But, how did we get into this topic? Oh yeah, waking up early.
We were talking about early birds, so
those were the only times where I literally spent the entirety of when I was born up until graduating high school having to wake my ass up early, and it did not convert me into an early bird. It made me hate it.
Yeah, same.
It made me hate it. I can't do it. I can never do it. It
slowly started when I like got to senior year, and you know, I think. It was senior year, if not 11th grade, where I had Abner, our art class, for first period.
I miss Abner.
That old son of a bitch.
That old son of a bitch. That old
he's a good guy.
Weeb.
He still is a good guy.
I think he's head of the department. Well, last time I heard of him, he was like the head of that department, of that art department.
Like digital art.
Yeah, like
something?
The digital art department. He was like the head of that.
Yeah, because I always felt like he kind of knew a little about everything.
Oh, he
was probably a better photography teacher than
the photography teacher. Yeah, Abner was very like multi like a polymath about a bunch of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big old weeb that bastard.
It started whenever I had his class first period. When I started just getting to school super late.
Oh, I remember those times.
Because I was just like, bro, I mean, like, we also had a ton of problems. I don't know if you remember, or like, well, you probably do, but you were just a grade below. All the apples that we had got stolen.
Oh, yeah, when they fucking jacked the Apple computers. Damn, yep. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so our whole art class was kind of screwed for like a whole year.
It was unfortunate, but also very funny. Like, it was just like a funny thing that it had to be our class, even though the other class across the room had just as many computers and they didn't jack them. It was our class.
That's depressing.
Yeah, they bullied us. They bullied the gamers. We were the gamer class. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, gamers
really
are oppressed, dude.
Yeah, we really were. Like, dude, I remember when Heart Gold came out. That was like 2011 or 12.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers had the Poké Walker, dude. Like, at school, I would see them with it on their, like, hanging from their belt or, like, in their pocket. Like, there was a good amount. And most of them were in animation class. So,
I mean, they had to be.
It was definitely,
That's where all the gamers, that's where all the weebs, that's where all of them went, dude. Illustration and animation.
All the internet degenerates.
It was the sanctuary, yup, dude. It was the sanctuary. That's where all the fucking... No. That's all the Redditors now, that's where they came from.
Pretty much.
That was the generation that grew up to crash Puerto Rico, the stock market.
You're probably in that class.
Yeah, those were the ones who grew up to crash the stock market.
First they took GameStop away from them, then they took GameStop away from them.
What a turn of events, how the turntables.
GameStop was taken away from us, so we took GameStop from them.
We took it back. I'm taking it back. I'm taking GameStop back. It's ours now. What a crazy situation, man. Gamers rise up. Who would have thought that would actually happen? God, what a thing. But the good thing about getting back into the gym is, just like you said, it's motivated me back to do. It's really putting me in that work mood. And I should probably mention this real quick. I think I'll post it on the Discord too as an announcement or whatever. There will not be a D&D episode this week. And maybe, I'm unsure yet, probably not, but maybe also next week either. Because I know I mentioned recently that we're going to do like a visual update for it. And also, like I'm not going to lie to you, little subs. I've been balancing a lot of stuff. It's like the podcast isn't all that much work. Like, honestly, I just put it in, cut up whatever I remember I need to cut up. You know, the template's already done, and then just do a doodle for the thumbnail. D&D is the one that takes the longest, like, by far. And then I also try to fit in whatever work on the VTuber rig. And, like, separately, it's not a lot of work, but when you put it all together, it just made me realize, like, this is making me do too little progress on each thing. And I just, I'm taking like a week to like put the D&D aside while I also work on the visual update to get it like nice and brand spanking new for the new saga that's coming. Because we got recently into a new saga that's going to be very fun. And it's going to be really good, but I'm just going to take the week to get everything down with the rig. Everything down with the visual update so that when we come back to it, it's all nice and brand spanking new and everything's just like set where it's supposed to be rather than just doing like a snail's pace on everything.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, bro. It's like those episodes are long and it's watching all the battles go down, all the things with the UI and everything.
I mean, it's kind of like,
you know, I'm gonna hit you with surprise though. Even though we might not have D&D, I might have a little something that the little subs will enjoy this week. And it all depends on my schedule as well. But,
this is the first I hear about this. Breaking news.
Okay, it's nothing that crazy, but like they'll like it, all right?
I mean, hey, as long as it's something like we're still going to release the podcast this week and next week. That's definitely going to be there. But you know, it's not like I'm trying to say, oh, I need a break, because I'm pretty good at, like, stress management and all that stuff. It's just kind of like, I want to focus on each thing, give, like, each thing a week so that it could all be set and done rather than be on this constant, like, snail's pace of going like, all right, we're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that after a while, it gets kind of just like, just bring it out already, you know? Like,
yeah.
And I
that's why, like, when I take on a video, I like to just, even if it takes me 8 hours, I'll just sit there and fucking finish it,
exactly.
dude. Like, because I know that when it's happened to me in the past. I have a video that I'm working on in like segments, and then like a week goes by, and I'm just like, I don't even want to finish it anymore.
Exactly. That's the other thing. I know that's a thing that tends to happen to me, and I don't want that to like happen to any of these projects. So I'm just like, all right, I know I work better, just like you said, where like I sit down and just like hyper focus on this one thing and get it done.
Usually, I just take the next day off because it's like, I don't know. For me, it's better to balance, like, go in one day, go hard, and then the next day just relax at least, you know?
Pretty much what I'm doing is just, like, take this week to go hard, and then I usually give myself Saturday off, sometimes Sunday as well. Because even then, like, my computer currently does not allow me to go as hard as I used to. Right now, it's... latest issue for the computer, latest little character quirk it's decided to develop. Now it takes it an hour to boot up.
Oh no.
Now I have to press the on button and wait an hour for it to boot up. It stays like on the...
Oh, that's rough too, because like it's a laptop, so it's not like you can leave it on like a desktop, you know.
Exactly. So it's you know, plotting to kill itself. It definitely
Maybe you can try sleep mode. Like, what if you put it on hibernate or something instead of putting it...
My fear of that is that it'll run itself ragged and then never turn on. Like, that's my fear with it.
That's true.
So
you got a backup at least?
Oh yeah.
Back up all the important stuff?
Every day I make new progress on this rig and anything I'm doing, I back it up on a little hard drive that I have. Every day. I'm not fucking with that shit anymore. I'm not risking it.
Not the hard drive that you dropped 2 inches in it, bro.
No, a different one. I gotta buy a bigger hard drive though, because this one's running out of space. So I gotta buy a bigger one. But that's all in progress. Also, we're gonna take this week to plot out what we're going to do for the fundraising stream, because we want to do something fun. We want to do something interactive. We don't want to make it a basic stream. I'm playing with the idea of like putting a poll of like different ideas so the little subs can like, you know, vote or brainstorm on what they would like us to do. There's definitely going to be stretch goals too, of just like, you know, if we reach a certain goal, we're going to do some little fun stuff. But
well, apparently I can't shave my head, but you always can.
I don't care. I'd rock a bald look. Like, for me, it's not even that big of a problem. One, my hair grows really fast. 2, I always cut my hair short anyways. Like, really short.
That's how I feel. Like, I've always... Dude, I fucking hate haircuts.
Me too.
It's literally because of that. They always do it too short. So I'm like, I might as well just go bald. It'll grow back in like a couple of weeks.
I like how I look when my hair gets really short. I usually, like, on the sides, I do fades anyways. Because it also, like you, I hate haircuts, but for a different reason. I just hate having them. I hate having to pay to get my hair cut. I wish I could learn to cut my own hair, because the haircuts I get aren't really that intricate. So I feel like I'm kind of wasting my money, you know? But for me, it's kind of just like, it's annoying. So I usually cut it really short, so it takes forever to grow out long enough to justify a haircut. And sometimes I let it get way past that point anyway. Like, that happened in Chicago. Yeah. I came with a haircut, and by the time I left Chicago, I was rocking just like a poof on my head.
You were burly.
Yeah, because I don't care for haircuts, man. I don't like getting them. But there's definitely going to be some fun stretch goals. Why can't you get bald? Karen don't allow it?
Nope. I was like, you know what? I'm down for charity, guys, for fundraising. I'm down for anything. And then someone had to walk in. I said, for charity? Come on.
I don't know, man. You never know. Most people who are just like, I wouldn't look good bald, eventually like go bald, and they're like, never mind. You never know.
I do know, actually, because someone photoshopped me bald.
Did you like it?
I mean, I really wish I could grow the, like at least a full, como el candado.
Oh, the goatee?
The goatee, yeah. I wish I could grow a full goatee. Because, like, here, I'll send you the photo right now.
I can
Maybe you can put it on screen for the viewers if you remember.
Let's see. Let's see, what's this about? Let's get a good look at this.
Did you click it? Can you click it?
You don't look terrible.
No, it's not. It's not terrible.
You look like Pitbull.
Exactly.
You look like Mr. Worldwide. Dude, you actually don't look bad. Like, I know some people who look not good. Bald. Like, not good. You don't look bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll rock it one day.
Yeah.
Call me Mr. Worldwide. But I'll definitely grow the stash and beard, though.
You know what? You'd probably look even more fitting instead of like the clean bald, kind of like the, the one where you still got like the
buzz,
stubble. Yeah. I feel
or
like
I could go full, shave everything, go for the Bezos.
Don't do that. Don't do the powder.
No Bezos.
Yeah, don't do the
what
Frank Reynolds in the quarantine episode.
What is it? Professor Doctor Xavier. What the heck is his name?
Charles
Professor X.
Xavier. He has eyebrows.
Yeah.
Don't do the Frank Reynolds in the quarantine episode, dude.
I'm not gonna not have eyebrows. Like, even Jeff Bezos got eyebrows.
I just want to be pure.
Oh man.
But no, you wouldn't look bad. I bet the little souls will agree when they see it. You don't look bad bald. Karen's tweaking. Karen's tweaking. I'm calling it right now.
She's just scared.
She's scared of the raw power.
Scared that she's gonna love it too much.
The raw potential. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to go bald every time.
Exactly. She's gonna like it too much. That's the issue. But no, yeah, we're gonna take the week to put up some ideas for the charity stream because we want to make it worth it. We don't just want to sit there and do the usual thing and then go give us money. We want to make it justified. We want to give something back. So we're gonna be brainstorming on that kind of stuff. And I already started.
We could always bring back the lost LP.
That's true. We reach a certain goal.
I know people would want it, like seeing us rage. That's for sure.
Yeah, we could reach a goal and we could resurrect Cuphead.
Exactly. Did we ever even talk about? We did, right?
Yeah, we said that
we did Cuphead.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. It was, man. If
it hadn't been lost, we would have definitely finished it. Because, I really enjoyed that playthrough as well.
It was lost twice, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the first time.
It was lost twice.
Yeah, we recorded it in my apartment, and then, while you were still there, I forgot what happened, but, we lost some episodes, or, the whole first session.
Yeah, and then we had to start
over. And then again,
over.
when your hard drive fell 2 inches. Yep. Oh, yeah, dude, we recorded the first half of that game twice.
Yep.
Time for the third time. Third time's a charm. You know what they say.
It's cursed. I'm telling you, something's worse is going to happen this time. You'll see.
The whole stream, my computer's going to explode, then we're going to need 2 fundraisers.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, no.
And then, what else yeah. So obviously, I've been updating on the progress with our little baby, our little VTuber creation. Oh,
this is all you. This is your little baby. Don't fucking lump me into this abomination.
That's true. Well, you're crafting your own little abomination, don't I?
Okay, yes. I'm just saying,
and that's gonna be my baby.
We might have a group VTubing project in the works, but you're responsible.
It's true
for Isabie.
Yeah. Well, I'm also going to be responsible for whatever fucking other rig we have to craft. Those are going to be my children, they're going to be part of the brood, whether they like it or not.
This is true.
I will be the mother. But we released some little teasers on Twitter. I should start linking that. I haven't put the Discord link in the description on any of our videos. I forgot about that.
Oh my God.
We have a Discord now. On there,
you have a VTuber Twitter also. Shout out. I also have a VTuber
Go follow. Twitter where we're slowly drip feeding some other stuff until the big debut, which is going to be a big debut. I have a lot of stuff in mind. Munch knows I have a lot of little secrets in the work that nobody could guess. Not even you, Evan. And Munch also gave. Okay, so right about here, there was a little error with the audio. For some reason, it didn't record properly, so we lost a good chunk of the podcast here. That's why it's shorter. we just got into details on Munch talking about how he got this new idea for his VTuber because he doesn't just want to make it like his YouTube avatar. He wants to add like an interesting spin and story because he feels like he'll have more fun that way. But no too specific details since it's still very it's just in the ideation phase. But yeah, that's pretty much what you missed out on.
You've seen how they stand, the other VTubers. Just wait till they see what the Brood has in store for them. They're going to have no other choice.
Dude. They're not ready.
They're literally going to have no choice because you're going to mind control them.
The more work I put into Izzy, the more I'm just
they're not even going to realize that they're being mind controlled.
It's true.
It's like, it's some Lovecraftian crap. Like,
it is.
You don't even know what's happening until it's happened.
Too late. And even then, it's going to be complete bliss. But they're not ready, dude. Every time I do this work, every time I show you something, or I show Alex something, or I show Tisha something, I'm just like, these motherfuckers aren't ready. They're not ready. They don't understand how far Gabe's hyperfixation goes. His obsession with making everything absolutely perfect.
I really don't think they are ready, though.
No, they really aren't, dude. It's gonna the greatest compliment I've received, somehow I've received consistently from the people that I've showed, and this is absolutely is me bragging, is them saying that this is like some HoloLive professional quality shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, you're damn skippity straight it is. I'm not going for any.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't know. When I saw the reveal, I was pretty damn impressed, and you said it last time. You were like, you didn't expect that reaction from me and Karen.
Didn't.
So,
I didn't.
Because we're both pretty vanilla when it comes to that stuff. So we're very easily impressed, I guess. But wait, no, that's the wrong way to put it.
I was just gonna stay quiet and let you like keep going down the rabbit hole.
Anyway,
and then
yes,
it's gonna be. I'm just really excited for it. I'm just really excited for all like the shit that's the crazy shit it's gonna enable us to do, because it's just like being behind those little avatars. It just, the ideas flow naturally of just like all the kind of dumb shit I could get away with because I'm this little 2D character. And I'm super fucking excited for it. And I'm just like,
it's the renaissance of the internet, truly.
It is. It's pretty much what human evolution has aspired to achieve, you know.
You know, when I think about it, when we started like getting online and the internet in general started getting popular to where we started seeing like creators and I don't know, e-celebrities pop up, it was like they were mainly known because they spoke, like they said whatever, like even if it maybe nowadays isn't exactly PC, like people spoke their mind, you know. I don't know how to describe it. It feels like with VTubers now, because there is this sense of anonymity again, like they're behind a mask, they have a little bit more freedom to like make maybe jokes that they wouldn't make if it was just them on the camera.
I think it's more like they more have the confidence to say things that need to be said, but most people don't say because they're afraid of the backlash on their like actual person. And it's less it's less about just like dark controversial humor, but I've been seeing this a lot lately in the VTuber community. There are some people who attack like VTubers relentlessly, and recently this happened with like the Hime Hajime debut. There was a lot of people going after of just like, oh, she's shamelessly sexual and she's just a VTube version of an E-thought, and because she's all about titties and milkies and all this sexual stuff. And I'm just like, y'all will fucking do that with anything. Yeah, you could put a pair of tits on a brick wall and y'all will call it shameless, like, e-begging. Like, you guys are just a bunch of misogynists, like, no matter what it is. And the good thing about it is that these VTubers aren't afraid to fucking call them out on their bullshit. And I feel like that's a fucking benefit of it, because it's like, kind of like, yeah, dude, like, the reality of just like, okay, there might exist people who do that kind of practice, who just recognize that, oh, you know, I can get what I want by literally just sitting here. But you, like, trying to make that a general trope of women as a whole, and anything with a, you know, with more than a fucking B-sized cup is now just only exists to shamelessly milk you out of your money using their assets. That is a very reductionist and bullshit way about thinking of things. And you're just a dumbass. And it's good that people are getting called out on that. She got banned after her first day.
I saw that.
And it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to get on.
It's kind of cringe.
It's kind of cringe, and it's kind of bullshit on Twitch's part, because literally in the terms of service it says, hey, cleavage is fine as long as you're not exposing nipples and underboob. You're good to go. And her character, literally all she is cleavage. So like, why the ban?
Well, like, that's the thing too, is usually when Twitch dishes these out, they can't specify why. It's just like someone out there felt like they crossed a line, or I guess in this case Hajime crossed some line, like, but they can never say specifically what it was. Exactly. And I don't know, like, it's so stupid. It's
dumb because it feels like they really can't even follow their own terms of service.
You know, to this day we don't know why Dr. D was banned.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? What's up with that?
And the same thing happened with Project Melody on her first day. Even though her outfit, it was what do you say? What's a good word for it? It was a very provocative outfit, but it still followed TOS.
It was risque, but not illegal.
But exactly. It was illegal. You know, it was, and she still got banned. Meanwhile, there's still that famous story of the chick who completely just flashed her fucking pussy in front of the camera and nothing happened.
Oh my god, yep.
Where it's just like, I mean, it's nothing against the chick who flashed her pussy. It's more against about Twitch being completely inconsistent with what they consider TOS and not. You know? The problem is less the people. The problem is less the people and just Twitch, you know, Twitch with their shit. They need to get their shit on, their heads on straight.
Yep.
Or else next thing you know, I'm going to be showing man cleavage. And
I think she's coming back today, though, right? She was only banned for like 2 days.
I'm looking forward to it. Another thing that they were talking about, giving her grief a lot about, is that, like, you know, she's loud and very energetic and very, like, hype. And, you know, me personally.
What are people like? Dude, this is what I was telling you before. People really do want that fucking, just the baby voice, man. If you don't have the baby voice, they don't want to hear it.
I think it's just, I don't know, because, like, she's still got a lot of viewers. A lot of viewers and a lot of people there.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that I feel like there should be some variety. Like, I personally liked it more than I don't know. I don't really like the stereotype. To me, at least, it sounds stereotypical. Like Oni-chan, fucking
the
baby,
the ugu kawaii stuff. Yeah. And it's just like, that's pretty much what I think too. Where it's just like, I think people just have their tastes, you know, and they have their different things. Personally, I saw the debut. I liked it. Me personally, like, I don't have a problem with, like, high energy and hype. I could usually only take it in, like, you know, bursts. You know, it's not like I could sit through an entire 6-hour stream of that, you know? But, you know, but I recognize that that's, like, a me thing. That's not like a industry standard or some kind of, like, basal thing where it's just like, if you don't fit the standard VTuber mold, you're shit, which a lot of people do. For me, you know, she was doing her thing. That's her, like, her approach to things. You could see the excitement. You could see her passion. You know, you could see her dedication to it. Isn't that what should be the standard? Not whether she's hype or tame or ugu or mommy. It's about, you know, having, you know, legitimate passion for what she's doing, enjoying it, and actually creating content, rather than being like a lot of other, you know, self-proclaimed VTubers who never debut and just spend all their time tweeting, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like I face similar, it's weird because it's comments that I used to get when I first started YouTube. A lot of people complained that, like, my voice was annoying or I talked too much. And then as I started getting popular, no one really cared anymore.
Exactly.
And I feel like now, recently, I don't know what it is. Like maybe because I'm making videos that are kind of getting out there again. But with new audiences, the comments are back. People are like, why don't you stop talking ever? I'm like, that's just how I am, bro. Like, that's my excitement for whatever I'm doing. If you don't like it, there's plenty of other types of creators out there, you know?
And, you know...
that are more chill if that's your thing. Like, you don't have to watch
And
me.
that's always going to happen, dude. And, you know, even though I'm pretty certain that Hajime is going to still do her thing, and I hope she really does, you know... it still has to suck. It still has to suck to see, like, those kinds of things. But, you know, at least from my side of things, you know, a lot of people like her shit. I think her debut was great. I think she's very distinct. Even from her own, like, VShojo group, she definitely hit her own niche and her own mark. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what she's going to do. And I just think it's definitely, like, the nature of just, like, whenever someone's new on the block, they're always going to face the harsh criticism because they're the new thing, and it's easier for those kind of people to criticize. I think it's also when, like, yeah, it's that, and like how the I gotta say, at least I feel that it partly is not stereotype. Again, I don't know what the word is, but like the norm of the market is the more uwu kawaii style. So like some people find it just different, and they don't know how to react. Maybe they're just like they don't like it. But, like, that's not, you know, you don't have to watch it if you don't want it. Even though it's kind of hard to say that, because if you look for the most popular, at least here, the English VTubers outside of maybe, like, HoloLive, a lot of them are very different from each other. Because look at Nyanner. She does have the Ugu Kawaii voice, but, you know, that's just the case that she has, that's her natural voice. But when you actually look at the tone of her streams and the kind of comedy she does, it's very, like, memesy, internet culture, like how do you say, like raunchy type humor. Like it's very like she's all about, you know, her famous catchphrase is like pee pee poo poo and being like the classic, you know, you know, that's Nanners, but it's definitely like this cringe humor that's like what she bases herself off of. Then you have other people like Iron Mouse, who's another case of just like that just happens to be her voice, but she's super vulgar. She's another one that her content, her content is very raunchy and very sexual in nature. Then you have people who, Silverveil, who have definitely more of like a mommy thing going on. But then she's a lot more wholesome than like, arguably a lot more wholesome than Nanners and Iron Mouse. And then you have people like Zentrea, who their whole thing is just like their interaction with chat and how they shit on each other and troll each other. And then you have Artemis of the Blue. Her whole thing is about being extremely gay and having a huge simp army that won't give up on her.
So what's your whole thing, Mr. Gabe?
I don't have a thing. I'm not a VTuber.
Not yet.
Not yet. You're just going to have to find out and see what my niche is going to be.
All right. I understand. I think I'm still a little wee baby in this learning about this world.
You just gotta expose yourself more, man. You just gotta...
honestly, I'm standing Hajime, and I don't understand where the haters are coming from. All right,
but you know where they're going, and it's straight to the trash.
I like big titty alien mommy.
Me too.
All right, I don't want to see her banned again. So Twitch, I know you listening right now.
I know you're listening to the number one podcast on YouTube, Twitch. Stop banning titties. Stop it. Get some help. All right? You need to leave Hajime alone.
1-800-GET
Get help. Twitch.
If you got a problem with big titties,
you need to get some help, Twitch. That's enough. That's enough out of you. It's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like Twitch definitely has kind of like this corner in the market when it comes to streaming, but I feel like YouTube is definitely catching up exactly because Twitch keeps like shooting themselves in the foot like this. Where it's just like, I really do think like Twitch needs to like be more accepting of its own culture. Obviously not the problematic parts of it, but you know, they need to be a little bit more accepting of the fact that, you know, the internet is a wild place. It's going to be very difficult for you to rein in everything to the way that you want it without eventually kind of like restricting your own appeal and your own market. At a certain point, you have to kind of let things flow. you know, if YouTube has been able to somewhat get it to work most of the time, it shouldn't be that difficult for something as big as Twitch to just be like, hey, we already have an option to age restrict our stuff. Why do you gotta further go after a chick who all she's showing is just cleavage? You never seen fucking titty before? This is the internet, man.
A lot of these kids have them, man. What do you
get over it, dude? You have like porn stars on Twitch. They don't do the porn on Twitch, but you know, what's the big deal? Obviously, they're not doing the porn on Twitch. What's the problem? Why are you still gonna give them so much problems over it? Like, get over it. We're all big boys on Twitch, or at least most of us try to pretend to be. We can handle a little cleavage and some underboob.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been hearing a lot more, like, kids are now getting more on Twitch, and maybe that's what they're scared of. But even then, it's like, yeah, you can set your stream to, like, whatever age appropriate.
Exactly.
Or whatever, so.
And that should be enough. After that point, it is the parent's responsibility. All right. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, no parent can come to you like.
Yeah, that I've always actually been of that stance. Like, if your kid is watching this type of stuff and you're the one that doesn't, like, you should, just like how our parents knew what, like, we were watching Cartoon Network and that was safe. Like, parents nowadays should know what, like, channels their kids are watching. Exactly. Like, it's just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's not a channel. You know, you can monitor that shit.
Exactly.
Easily.
And there's a whole bunch of, it's easier now than it's ever has been. So I don't understand this whole thing where Twitch are just like, oh, there's kids on our stuff now, we can't have booby. Even though when I was a kid, no matter how much they restricted shit, I'd still find a way to find booby. And it's not the internet's fault. It's me. Because I looked for the movie.
If everybody's different too, but, like, I know, like, I'd be watching, like, movies with my family, and movies have always been, like, over-sexualized for no reason, like action movies and all that.
For titties wherever I could find them. If I couldn't find the titties, I'd draw them myself. Kids will find a way.
Get help.
No. I refuse. I gave myself titty for the same reason.